At point 2, a father decided to buy a house for his family for 800K. He agreed to pay monthly installments of 10K on a loan which incurred interest at a rate of 14% per annum, compounded monthly. The first payment was made at the end of the first month. At the end of the first month, show that the loan would be paid off in 234 months. Okay, so here it's a matter of us analyzing and writing down the information that you are given. So the best way here is to identify the formula that you are going to use, because yes, I know it is not quite so easy to learners to note down which formula to use. Okay, so I'm just going to simplify it for you. So already we are dealing with the installment here. So if we are dealing with the installment, we have two formulas to consider: the future value and the present value. When to use the future value, when to use the present value. If you are dealing with the loans means present value. Okay, so obviously here, just because we are dealing with a loan, we are going to use a present value formula, denoted as what? Denoted as P equal to, try to zoom it a bit, P equal to X square bracket 1 minus into 1 plus I to the power of negative n, everything divided by I. Where this P, it is representing the present value, X representing the installment. Okay, so what you need to do is to substitute whatever that is actually given here. Okay, it is given that a father decided to buy a house for his family for 800,000. So this 800,000 is going to act as the PV, as the present value here. It's 800,000 with the installment of this 10K. Okay, the interest given is 14%. It have to be divided by 12 because it's compounded monthly. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Okay, so the value of n is the one that we are calculating here, because they said show that the loan would be paid off in 234 months. Okay, we just need to prove that. All right, so let's substitute whatever we given inside our formula and see the answer, if it will allow us to say so at the end. P, we substitute 800K, the X for installment, you're going to put 10,000 into 1 minus 1 plus the interest of 14% divided by 12 to the power of negative n, then everything divided by I as 14% divided by 12. Okay, so just allow me to remove this for space. Okay, here it is. All right, now we can continue. So what we need to do now here is to simplify it further. So what we need to do here is to multiply throughout by this 14% divided by 12. So I'm just going to say 14% divided by 12 times this 800,000. Okay, let me give myself enough space. I'm going to multiply throughout by this 14% over 12. I'm going to multiply throughout. So on my left hand side, I'm going to left with this 14% divided by 12 by 800k, which is close to, when I multiply on my right hand side by 14% divided by 14%, of course they will cancel out because my denominator is the same as 14% divided by 12. So I'm going to left with this 10,000 open bracket 1 minus into 1 plus 14% divided by 12 to the power of negative n, like this. So I'm going to divide both sides by 10,000. Divide by 10,000. When I divide by 10,000, on my right hand side, I'm going to eliminate this 10,000. They will cancel out. So my right hand side is going to be, let me use the white pen. It's going to be square bracket 1 minus into 1 plus 14% divided by 12 to the power of negative n. Okay, let me remove this square bracket. Let me remove these square brackets now. Okay, it's the same as this. I'm left with this. Okay, then now on my right hand side, you can see I'm still having this, so it is up to you guys. Let me just write this the way it is for the last time. Divided by 12 times 800,000 divided by 10,000. I'm having this, so I'm working towards this n. It has to act as the subject of the formula at the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do now here, I'm going to take this fraction on my left hand side. I'm going to take it to the right hand side and take this information with the exponent of this negative n to my left hand side. Okay, so I'm going to have 1 plus 14% divided by 12 to the power of negative n. When I take it to the left hand side, it will be positive because it was negative. All right, so on my right hand side I'm having 1, so it's 1 minus open bracket 14% divided by 12 times 800k, then divided by 10,000. All right, this is exactly what I'm having. I haven't touched my calculators yet. I'm just manipulating. Okay, so don't stress. It is the same. So I can decide to put a bracket here. Okay, to put a bracket here. Now I'm just going to use the log, right? So we'll take this negative n and apply the log. So it's going to be negative n equals to log of the base. It would be this 1 plus 14% divided by 12 to the power of 1 minus 14% divided by 12 times 800k divided by 10,000. So when I punch everything here, of course, I will get the value of this minus n at the end. Let me take my calculator so we can able to do it all together. Hey, it's a very long equation, this one. Okay, open brackets, just putting 1 plus 14% divide by 12. I close the bracket. Okay, so it's going to be 1 minus into 14 divided by 12. It have to be 14% divided by 12. I close the bracket, then I multiply it by 800k. That's it, and I divide this by 10k. 10, 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, I am getting minus 23,3 Let me write it in a proper way. Minus 233.47. Now I am allowed to round off, okay? So when I multiply or divide by negative throughout, I am going to get this positive 233.47. All right. Then now, let's compare the answer with the one here given above. Above the set is 2, 3, 4 months. Okay. So therefore, the loan will be paid off at the end of this 234 month, because it has to be 234 point these 47. So indeed it have to be 234 months. So you need to emphasize the point at the end that the loan will be paid off at the end of the 234 fourth month. Okay, that's it, guys. So don't mind about my calculation, right? Because I only calculate at the end because I was avoiding the rounding of things, right? Okay, I was avoiding to write a lot of digits. So you can also do this. You will enjoy it, guys. This is how we solve it. Okay, this question is 8.2.1. It's 8.2.1. Okay, you can see it is having 4 marks. It is having 4 marks. I'm done with it. Just enjoy the video.